Hi guys. Last week, Ted showed you a little video about what kinds of tactics to use while bass fishing through the ice. And those are okay if you want to take kind of a, finesse approach, but I like to power fish. I like to catch multiple fish at the same time. So these are a few of my tactics I use for bass through the ice. Now first off, the Alabama rig has been really big down south, even up north in some cases, but it hasn't really caught on through the ice yet. Well, this is my little secret that I'm letting you in on today. So what I like to do is take your regular, ultralight spinning rod and throw on a regular old Alabama rig. Now, we all know that in Wisconsin, Minnesota, some of those states, you can only use 3 hooks at a time. So this rig has 5 hooks on it. It would be illegal. You have to cut 2 of the hooks off. But I'm just showing you. Now, if you're ice fishing in Alabama, let's say, this would be legal to use all 5. But the ice fishing is quite poor right now in Alabama. Actually, it's not very safe to be out there on the ice. So, just for just to show you how I like to fish this, basically you're just letting it flutter to the bottom, and you let out some line, and then I like to stroke it off the bottom. Just give it a good rip, and then let it flutter back down there. It looks like a whole school of shad down there. Now, also, there's not many shad in Wisconsin. There's a few places where they're at, but for the most part, most of the lakes we fish, the bass have never seen a shad. They eat bluegill. So we all know that in Wisconsin or some of the lakes up north with a lot of grass, frogging is key. If you frog a lot, you know that usually it's not imitating a frog, it's imitating bluegill. Over the tops of the mats, the bluegills get stuck on the top of the milfoil mat, and the bass will come on and blow up on it. Well, I like to take that same approach through the ice. They're eating bluegill, let's give them bluegill, which a frog imitates bluegill. If you don't know that, then you're not even a bass fisherman. So you could throw a regular frog on a little stupid spinning rod, maybe catch 1 bass at a time. Why would you want to do that? So I like to throw the triple Alabama rig. Get 13 of your best Spro frogs, 3 Alabama rigs, 2-pound test line, ultralight rod, get you the best action on this bait. And when you're putting it down the ice hole, this probably won't fit down a smaller hole. You need at least an 8-inch auger, maybe 10, maybe 12. This is big time. You're not fishing for panfish. This is biggest bass you're gonna eat this bait. Now the great part about this is it covers almost the whole water column. I can cover 3 feet of water, whether they're suspended, whether they're on the bottom, doesn't really matter. They'll see this bait. What does it look like? A chandelier? I don't know. Who cares? You can catch 13 bass at a time on this. Now, the great part is if there's a little open water, say you're fishing on a river, you're ice fishing in backwater, and there's open water, you can take your little spinning rod, cast it over that open water, lock the dog perfectly, all 13 spros, and you'll have a limit in no time. Obviously, you don't want to be keeping bass during the winter if you're not in a tournament situation, but it's just a great rig. It's a lot of fun. I think you'll do well on this. You might look ridiculous, but hey, catching bass doesn't look ridiculous.